What's up, everybody? Dynasty Mir, search for Uhuru. Real quick, just wanted to speak on the Justin Smollett um, story, altercation. I don't know what to call it. Now, me myself, I think I might have watched only one full episode of Empire. It was completely trash, so I haven't watched it since. And this was a couple years back, and it just happened. I just happened to be at somebody's house visiting, and they had it on, so I watched it to see what all the hype was about, and it was trash. But what we have to realize is MAGA hats wearing rednecks don't watch Empire. So I don't know if you guys have been following the story. Jussie Smollett, who was an actor in the Empire series, was allegedly attacked by MAGA hat Trump supporting, MAGA hat wearing white supremacist Trump supporters. That's the story. I'm going to call BS on that story. Now, let me start off with this. Let me give a disclaimer. I'm not minimalizing white supremacy. I know it's real. I know it's out there. And I know people have been affected by white supremacy and racism. Absolutely. But this story right here is not adding up. And I'm going to call BS on it. So you're in Chicago. Was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Freezing cold. Right now, Chicago's getting like Antarctic-like weather. In fact, it's colder than Antarctica right now than it is. It's colder in Chicago right now than it is in Antarctica. So you have below freezing temperature. You're going to get a sandwich, and white Trump supporters, MAGA hat Trump supporters, come out of nowhere and assault you, yelling MAGA. I'm not buying the story. It's just, I'm not buying it. I think it's completely BS. It's not adding up. Shout out to Jamal Omar for the super chat. But I think what the bigger issue is, I'm still waiting. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, Dynasty, how has your life been since Trump has been in office? And I told them I'm living my best life. I left corporate America. I travel to Africa when I want to. With that being said, I'm waiting for Black people to articulate what Trump has actually done to them that has been aversive. Now, some would say the government shutdown. My thing is, okay, you need to pick the less of two evils. Either build the wall or you go back to work. So that should have been an easy decision, build the wall. But what you've been seeing lately is Black people are developing PTSD? I mean, they've just been tripping lately, all because of they've been acting weird, acting out, making up false stories like this one, all because Trump is in office. And I'm like, what has Trump done to you that you can articulate? PTSD. Like, Black people are suffering from PTSD from Donald Trump for no reason and coming up with stories like this one. I was in Chicago, 5 degrees outside, had to get me a sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking, it's 10 degrees outside, 10 degrees outside. And Trump supporters pulled up, assaulted me, put a noose around my neck, had on Make America Great hats, MAGA hats on, and assaulted me and attacked me. In cold ass Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm buying BS unless, and this is the thing, if it comes out to be true, I will do another video apologizing. But right now, I'm calling BS on this story. Looking for a trade. What's that mean? Asha Walker was looking for a trade. That's code for something. That's code for something. What's looking for a trade? I'm not buying this story. And I don't understand why black people are overreacting to Trump being in office. Like Trump was the first racist in office. This is looking for trade. What's looking for trade? What's that mean? Like I said, this shit is just not adding up. This whole story. Oh, trade. Okay, late night booty. Okay, well that's his business. Allegedly, he was looking for trade. I'm not going to deal with that. They can't find any video. There's videotapes. There's camera recorders. There's cameras all over Chicago. They can't find any video. But you have black celebrities and black people just jumping all over this story. Oh, Justin Hill up. Oh, these Maga is the new white hood for the KKK. And I'm just like, come on. Just like, dude, come on. I mean, all these celebrities are just, see, we told you so. You know, these MAGA hat wearing rednecks attack Justin. And there's absolutely, sounds like a Lee Daniels skit. Absolutely. This sounds like a great Lee Daniel skit for a movie. But again, it's just this story is not adding up. There's no facts. There's no video. It's close to election season. And what kills me, now entertainers will run with this story, this false story. I'm going to put it out there, this false narrative, this false story, unless there's some proof that comes out that proves me wrong, then I will do another video and apologize. Everyone who's super chatting, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you. I'll do another story, another video apologizing. And I have no issue apologizing. But what kills me and what upsets me the most is they'll run with a bullshit story like this. But in California, there have been several documented cases of Latino gangs killing black people because they're black. But you won't hear a word from Kamala Harris. You won't hear a word from Maxine Waters. You won't hear a word from Lee Daniels. You won't hear a word from them. And the idea is let's exchange. The logic behind a lot of these black liberals, which are just all over the place, that make absolutely no sense. They don't think rational at all. Is let's exchange white supremacy English and settle with white supremacy Spanish. That's the logic. Because Latino gangs are killing black folks in LA. You don't speak out about that, but you'll speak out against a trumped up, no pun intended, BS story like this. I'm walking outside Chicago, 10 degrees outside, looking for a Subway sandwich. And all of a sudden, some Trump supporters roll up on me and assault me. We're supposed to believe that and not question that. And the way black liberals are, when you question anything, You question anything that doesn't make any sense, they attack you for it. And he wore the noose to the hospital. That shit's not adding up. I'm sorry. This bullshit story's not adding up. Again, if there's video evidence that comes out that proves me wrong, I'll be the first to apologize. But right now, this bullshit story is not adding up. But again, Kamala Harris, black politicians, black entertainers, they will speak out against this. No evidence, no nothing. But when Latino gangs are killing black people in LA, putting out hits on them because they're black, they have absolutely nothing to say. I'm not homophobic. I have gay friends. I have gay frat brothers. I'm just saying this story is some bullshit. There aren't any facts. The facts are pretty much out there. They can't find any facts that back up his story. And when I heard this story from the onset, I said, this is some bullshit. Ain't no MAGA hat wearing Trump supporters watching damn Empire. Like I said, this shit is just not adding up. Just is not adding up at all. And I have the right to be critical and call BS any story that I view as BS. And you can get upset. You could block me. You could unsubscribe. The facts are his rib cage is broken. Okay, and like I said, the brother, I wish the brother well. I hope he heals up. But again, I'm walking outside at 2:30 in the morning in cold ass Chicago, and some Donald Trump supporters rolled up on me out of nowhere and started whooping my ass. I'm not buying that story. Unless you could show video of it happening. Yeah, it was like 5 degrees that night. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. This shit's not adding up. It's not. And people who agree with me in regards to the story not adding up, by all means, be free to voice your opinion and don't let these how can I put it? These liberals try to mute you or threaten you and we're going to counsel you. Feel free to voice your opinion. Empire's trash. Homophobia, as if you define it, or how liberals define it, is if you disagree with anything having to do with the homosexual community, you're homophobic. That's what it means in their twisted minds. If you disagree with anything, just disagree, you're homophobic. That's how they define homophobia, which is a ridiculous definition, but that's how they define it. If you disagree with anything remotely having to do with the LGBTQGQRSTYV community, you're homophobic. But like someone said in the chat room, this makes for a great Lee Daniels script. But anyways, everyone, thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. Make sure you go to search for Huru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you so much. I'm uploading more videos as I get to it in regards to my African travels. So thank you. Search for Huru in the shoe. They said Nigeria was a war-torn country and there were bullets flying everywhere there. But they're terror battle, exactly. But they're not mad at Ed Buck. And I'm not surprised that the dusty feminists have not tried to blame this on black men. You know how their rationale works. The toxic black man influence white Trump supporters to attack Jussie Smollett. Root articles. That's how they think. The toxic, homophobic patriarchy of the black man, the heterosexual black man, influenced MAGA hat wearing Trump supporters to attack Jussie Smollett. Root articles. Again, whoever did it, shame on them. But right now, there's no video, no proof or evidence that support Jussie's story. That's all I'm saying. And the story's not adding up. Oh, it's coming. I already know it's coming. Just like with your boy, Terry Crews. A white man grabs his nuts. I don't know who Mally Dome is. I don't know who that is. You don't care to. A white man grabs Terry Crews by the nuts. He's upset at black toxic masculinity, but he won't call out to the white toxic masculinity that grabbed him by the nuts. That's the logic of these so-called black entertainers in Hollywood. That's why I don't support them. I would tell you guys not to support them because they're all puppets, all of them. I mean, think about it. Terry Crews gets his nuts grabbed in front of his wife by a white man, but he wants to give lectures on black toxic masculinity. Guys, help that make sense. Help me out. Someone help me out. I need help. I don't understand the logic. Ed Buck is killing black gay men are dying in Ed Buck's, a white man, a white Democrat, rich white Democratic donor's house. Black gay men are dying in his house. But you want to talk about the black toxic masculinity problem in the black community. I need someone help me out. Shout out to Bibby. Shout out to Gina. I want someone help me. Like, I need help understanding that, the logic behind that. A white man grabs your nuts in public, grabs your package in public, right? In front of your wife. But you want to do lectures and go after and speak on the toxic masculinity in the black community. Ed Buck has gay escorts, black gay escorts come to his house. And this is what the third one that has died in his house. But so-called black Hollywood or Hollyweird, black Hollyweird, they want to focus on the homophobia problem in the black community. I need help. Yeah. Straight black men are the white men of the black community. You see the deflection? So pretty much how this thing works. Black Hollywood is not going to go after powerful white men in Hollywood because that's who feeds them. And as they say, you don't bite the hands that feed you. That's why these black entertainers get no respect from me, because they have absolutely no dignity at all. They have no dignity at all. They won't call out the white racism or white supremacy in Hollywood, but they feel safe calling it out if white supremacy comes in a Maga hat wearing Trump supporter. If it comes from that side, they'll call it out, but they won't call it out if it's being carried out by the left. See, there's races on both sides, and I acknowledge that. On the Trump side and on the left, there's racism. But as long as you're a Democrat, you're on the left, you support Hillary Clinton, you can do whatever you want and run wild in the black community. Prove me wrong. Because black Hollywood is going to sit there and watch it and not say anything. Again, Latinos are executing black men because they're black. They don't want to talk about that, but they want to focus on a BS story involving Jussie Smollett. I need help understanding that. Someone help me out. Am I asking too much? I'm just thinking out loud. But then I'm the bad guy when I bring this up. I'm the bad guy. If you question this, you're the bad guy. Let's cancel them. Again, as long as the racism, the toxic masculinity comes from the white left, the homophobia, as long as it comes from the white left, black people are okay with it. That's why I don't take none of them serious. Because again, I'm still waiting for a black person to articulate how has Donald Trump been, what has Donald Trump done to you that's been so adversive? Without talking in circles. Or was Donald Trump, or name the white president that, brother, can you get on film elders on the continent expressing? I already got it, bro. I already got it. So name the white president that wasn't a racist that you voted for. They have no answers. Again, that's just me thinking out loud. Thank you, Longshot. Appreciate the super chat. Bless up. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm probably going to come back on later on. Terry Crews is whack. So white man grabs you by the nuts, but you want to threaten to slap DL Hughley. Again, white man grabs you by the nuts, but you want to take out your aggression on black people. Not white Hollywood, not white racist Hollywood, but you want to take it out on black people. Bill Clinton is more of a racist. Hillary Clinton were bigger racists than Donald Trump. But you were just yelling, I'm with her. Kamala Harris has done more to disenfranchise the black community in California than Donald Trump. Again, it's not adding up. In fact, I'm gonna come on and do another video. Black Hollywood is okay as long as toxic masculinity and homophobia comes from the white left. I'm gonna come on and do another video. In fact, you guys, let me log out. Let me close out, and I'm gonna come back on in like 5 minutes. All right, everybody, peace.